Hi class, welcome to Advertising and Creativity. I'm your instructor, Ron Miller. You're going to love this class. In fact, when it's over, you're going to tell me this was your favorite class in college. Just watch. We're going to have fun. You're going to push yourself to do some things you didn't think you could, and you're going to love it. Most college classes are structured so that facts are presented to you. You memorize them and then spew them out in a test. This is not that. This class is wildly different. You're not being graded on facts, but on your ideas. Let me say that another way. Virtually everything you're going to get out of this class is going to come from your own brain. My job is to train your brain to think differently. So, unlike every other class, this professor's goal is to change the way you think fundamentally. Creativity is in this class's name, and that's what I'm talking about. What you can expect every week is for me to ask you if what you turned in is as creative as you can be. Don't try turning in anything you've seen before. Be different. That's the key to rocking this class. You're going to draw a lot from your own experiences. Advertising is mostly storytelling. Use that. I want to read personal examples and see where you draw your inspiration from. I've designed this class structure to be helpful to you. We will alternate discussion board weeks with written assignment weeks. It goes like that all semester. The normal cadence for this class is that on the weekend I'll send out an announcement and video with information about this week's assignment. Historically, several students have thought they could skip watching my video. Starting this semester, that won't work. You'll need the information from the video and the email announcement. The bad news is that watching the videos will mean sitting there and having to look at my face. But the videos are typically just 5 minutes long, and you'll want to take notes. The next thing I'll tell you is that I'm unlike any other professor you have ever had. I know you're skeptical, but it's true. I view this class as a collaboration. I'm in it too. If you and I were working in an advertising agency, we'd all be leaning on each other for the good of the client. So, here's the first unique thing about me. You can submit your written assignments for review officially before officially turning them in. Just like in an agency, you can bounce ideas off of me. Take my feedback and you're sure to get an A. All you have to do is email your paper to me. Ask me questions. I'll get back to you as fast as I can. But please allow 24 hours. You'll have to give me time to look at it before it's due. So from a scheduling standpoint, the paper might not be due until Friday night, but you should plan on having it done by Wednesday night, so you're giving me time to give you that review. Another way this collaboration works is that you can always ask for help. For example, this is not a graphic design class, but a few of the assignments have a design element. You may not be a graphic designer. I happen to be. So for 35 years I've been doing that. I've worked in graphic design, and I'd be happy to collaborate with you. You aren't expected to have mastered everything at this stage in your career. Rather than office hours, I commit to you that you're my priority. Of course, things come up, but virtually every time you email or text me, more than half the time, I'm going to get back to you within a minute or two. Probably the easiest thing you can do is text me. My number is 971-241-6333. I don't schedule Zoom discussions, but I'm happy to do them. I'll do them one-on-one or invite the whole class. It's up to you. Now here's a big one. I know what college life is like. Stuff comes up. Let me know in advance, and I'll happily cut you whatever slack you need. But, and this is where I get tough, if you're coming to me after the fact, there's little or nothing I can do to help you. If you miss a deadline, just like in the real world, there's no lifeline. That's my price for my flexibility. Now, I know some of you in this class are purely here for the credit and trying to get another inch closer to graduation. I know that once you have the paper, your future employer won't care that you took Advertising 309. My goal as a professor is to make this class different than that. My goal, like I said, is to change the way you think and maybe give you some confidence in your creativity. So I'm going to ask you, however, that you give this class a chance. You'll get your credits, but maybe let this one inspire you. Towards that end, I want to talk about AI, artificial intelligence. You're probably going to use AI in this class. It will save you time and enhance your work. If your goal is just to get credits, then you might try to use it to write your discussion posts or comments or papers. Doing that cheats yourself out of expressing your own ideas. AI is patently not creative, and most of the time I'll sniff it out and call you on it. If you use AI to write your work, you're going to get a 0. On the other hand, there are some design projects in this class, and you may not be a designer, and this is where AI can really help you. We'll talk more about it later on, but I'm totally cool with you using AI in those instances. Now about grading. Each week you'll start with 0 points. From there I'll be stacking points up based on you hitting the elements of the assignment and demonstrating your creative ideas. I will tell you exactly what I'm looking for each week in the announcement and the video. Some of that is in the assignment and the syllabus, but you really need to pay attention to my announcements and what I send you. Miss that and you'll be flying blind. So, what I'm looking for in a discussion post is first that you meet all of the requirements in the instructions. I'm figuring 500 words or so, about 1 page of writing. The university rule is that you read every one of your classmates' posts. I can see if you did. If you don't read them, you'll be missing out on points. You are required to make 4 comments on your classmates' posts. If you reply to me, and you should, that can count as one of your comments. I will comment on every one of your posts. Regarding your comments to your classmates, the number one thing that drives me the craziest is when you write, "Great post, yada yada, I totally agree with you." What your goal in every comment should be is to elevate the discussion. What can you add that will make it better? That's how I read every comment. I ask myself, did this comment make the post better? What I love most of all is when someone comments on your post and then you comment back to them. That's gold in my book. It's called a discussion board because this is supposed to be the virtual equivalent of us all sitting around in person and discussing things. Let's have a lot of back and forth this semester. The crux of this week's discussion post is, what is your creative philosophy? Do you have one? I suppose mine is to be creative in all things. Look for the humor. Be different. Question everything. Because I know ideas can move the world. I'm so excited about this semester. This is going to be a great class, and I can't wait to get started. Oh, 2 more things. Be sure to do your introduction. It matters to me, even if it's not graded. And include a picture. The flaw in this online course framework is that it's hard to make connections. A picture really helps. I look forward to a great week in the discussion board. Thank you.